24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Jaguars and the Steelers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're on fourth down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barometer.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
Pickett sets up play action. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Breaks the tackle now, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way in.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now it's the backup Rudolph. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Yards on to punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Pickett.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this,
and they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Position.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Off play action, Pickett.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Pickett on second down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here's Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
And look at this, another fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. After the touchdown, this offense back out there to see what they can do. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught them a little overeager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Able to get away. Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. The Texans trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd down and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackle shy of the 10. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Now Pickett finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Pickett now from the gun here.
He'll buy some time right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kenny Pickett
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers go
take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Here's the former Jaguar, Allen Robinson. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett's throw hauled in by Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he has the 1st down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Pickett. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Pittsburgh, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.